open that? Like, you're just turning lights.
They're lights.
Are you excited? We've broken new ground. We've gotten to new places.
Good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Phone in. This is the lobby.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's messy.
No worries.
I
No.
think we already established.
We're looking.
This is where
past
the
it.
will go. This is where
And you
paper
get
will
a
go.
little box too.
A little box. Take it out of the box.
Oh, there. Can you say hi?
Hey puppy. Hey puppy.
This is Nina.
Nina.
Nina, this is
Oh, so great. So excited.
Now she will never leave you alone.
I like dogs. You're a very good dog. Very excited
It's a very
dog.
good dog.
This is where we pop off our shoes. I recently did a project, so that's from that.
That's fun.
I installed this, the rattan here on the door, so I gave it my best shot. It was my first try at anything
Oh, okay,
like that. So
Cool.
it's not the best job.
No, it's
Had to use,
got
yeah, I
character.
think we're gonna clean up these edges, and I think we're gonna take the rattan off and tighten it up a bit, so hopefully that'll do it.
so excited.
Nina Bina, yeah, she's super excited. Anyway, we went right to that. So, you can feel free to open that. This is probably the ugliest room that there is, and while we've been here,
But the carrier looks so good.
yeah, we've had it maintained. Let me put this stuff down.
And the hot water here looks so good.
The house is brand new.
Oh my goodness.
Right, but it's got even the real tile at the bottom, which is like, it's.
No,
No.
no.
It's just plastic.
No,
Is it plastic? It looks really good.
It does look really good.
Did you let me go pick it, or did you pick it?
I picked it.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was an issue that where the AC
There was an
unit-
outstanding issue when we came in here,
Yeah.
that the AC wasn't super well maintained,
Yeah.
okay?
So
They had the wrong filter size in there, it was getting sucked up into the intake, at one point it froze over because
Mhm.
we weren't really paying attention to that room very much.
Right.
It had previously been leaked on.
yeah.
The wood that the air handler is on, we built that out. We actually, when we had it done, what we had to do was we had to have this suspended. The hot water heater,
Yeah.
we took it as the opportunity, the hot water heater was
Good.
done,
Mm-hmm.
so we needed a new one. So what we did was, we were like, I said, I wanna get the floor done,
Yeah.
because basically it was just like holes down to the space.
Right, yeah,
So we
yeah.
replaced the floor.
Yeah.
So we had the floor replaced for a hot minute. We had the hot water heater just sitting in the hallway. Just had a little expansion
Yeah.
coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make it work.
Yeah. So yeah, that's this. The walls haven't been redone. We did get a quote for that, but it just, it's fine for now.
Yeah, it's not in your vision, any of the time.
Yeah.
And you got the lovely peninsula too.
Yeah, it's a small kitchen, so we do prefer to have one person in it at a time.
Right.
But
But for lifestyle, it's
but
really
it's cute, and
versatile.
it does have enough cabinets for us. Aside from like pantry wise, we got this for free, and we keep pantry items in here.
It's
We
lovely.
keep pantry items in here. And Max took some time, and him and his dad installed like these things to be able to.
Right.
And then you can also adjust these. They're just like,
The little legs.
yeah.
And before we sell, I was planning on replacing the front.
We do want to replace the countertops, and
And
we
the
want to
front
at least get some
porch,
quotes, and then also the doors of the cabinets, because the inside of the cabinets are in pretty good shape,
Yeah.
but the doors, like, he sanded them and refinished them once, and he thinks they're just kind of
It was my first time doing it, and it was under pressure because Saya was a little
we
younger.
were all gone,
And we were all gone.
so he
we
was
were
rushing.
just rushing.
No,
Yeah, we've got the nice double doors.
Right.
There's
Really cool.
Since we moved in, there was a pain.
Gotcha.
Um,
So the cabinets. I love how this little sunlight ray. What's it going against?
it's a sticker.
Cool.
We're not gonna take those.
So cool. This little guy here, is this affixed to the wall? Would you?
And
That-
that would stay as
Gotcha.
well. Yeah. We use that to store our shoes. This we were thinking of having taken out, but you know, it looks fine for now, in my opinion. Max is just, it restricts us a little bit to put furniture up against it.
Right.
So it's just-
This design.
A lot of people put their TV there, and I just don't like it at all. Like doing the TV there, just like doing the whole time you're
Looking at, actually, this is a shorter one compared
Compared
to
to-
some people's.
Yeah, we also redid the clothes here.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a lovely space. I
We like it. We're excited to not be underfoot though,
Yeah.
someone else, you know.
no, I
We lived
understand.
long enough for in that way.
Right.
It served its purpose. We went more like when Saya was young, you just need a place, and then
Right.
eventually once you know, outgrow it.
Well, it's like, I mean, it's a nice place, and it's really hard to find things that are even greater than a nice place. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. We had this refinished within the last year.
Yeah.
What happened was they piled on like multiple coats and coats of paint.
did you sand it off?
We
And
did. We
straight-
did hire somebody to come in and do that. Yeah. And it took a few times to get it
It took
right.
a few times and different people.
Two different
actually.
companies. Yeah.
Because it was in such a bad shape. Like you wouldn't.
Try to kiss you.
Yeah, she tried to. Her way of loving you.
yeah.
Kisses.
I appreciate it.
Also plain. She has to show you how tough she is.
Because that adds character, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I-
so I do love hardwood floors. That's why when I went to this house, I was like, oh, it's just vinyl. And I didn't realize it was.
They look good too, though. Would you say this is one of your favorite rooms, spaces
spend
in
a
the
ton
house?
of time here.
Yeah.
I spend a
like-
ton of time here.
I like this area. I like the living room. I like the kitchen just because it looks so warm. Especially, I really like natural colors to begin with. Like I like wood. I love wood.
Right.
So it just brings like an earthy feeling.
Is this like a no seam table? No seams, like or drill? That's cool.
She and his growls. That's her way of playing.
Yeah.
When we play with her, she growls at
Yeah,
us.
she's-
Not like at us, but like
She's
it's
show-
like
you
part of the
basically
game.
Yeah, part of the game.
Yeah, it's when they like do that hesitate thing. I saw something. It was like they're reassessing whether or not each other is playing at all times
Yeah.
during the playing.
Well, you know what's funny? Like when she was a little puppy. Oh, I'm sorry. When she was a little puppy, I didn't know that she was gonna play like that because she became an adolescent. And then every time she would play, she would growl, and I got so scared that I spanked her. Like
Uh-huh.
I got super scared. I was like, oh no, like she's someone big, and I got
He
scared.
doesn't spank our
And
kid
then,
though.
Right.
and then all of a sudden, her ears went down and she didn't want to play with me anymore. And I was like, oh, you were just playing.
Right.
And then I apologized so much. And then every time she does it, we just.
Also, that's a thing she does. She
Yeah, she-
likes to rub all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a rubber.
So this is the bedroom.
This?
It's a nice, decent bedroom. High ceilings. We had a different platform that Andre didn't like for the king size bed. It was made of wood too, but
What's that made of?
this is actually super expensive. It's supposed to be $800. That can stay. It is. What's the name of that Swedish?
Gotcha. IKEA? Not IKEA,
No,
but
no.
that's a Swedish word I know.
No, it's a Swedish designer. Something house. It's actually super expensive. Like, stupid expensive.
No, it's super cool. Like that's so unique, and I'm blown away by like how I've never seen something like it. You know?
See, the funny story about this thing is that it sat. You see how big it is, obviously. So the box that it came in, because he bought it online, was this freaking big. Okay.
Like a refrigerator box probably came in,
Like a
right?
mini fridge.
Yeah.
And so he spent 4 years telling me he's gonna get it
No,
installed.
no, no, no.
He's gonna get
That's
it.
no, hold on. That's not what happened.
Oh.
I brought it out,
I didn't like it.
and she didn't like it.
I was like, that is the ugliest thing I've ever
And
seen.
I said like, you don't
It
understand.
looks like a giant cowbell.
And I was telling her, it's like it is.
You have new windows all throughout as well.
Design Copenhagen. That's I think that's the brand.
More
And I'm like,
windows.
you don't understand. This is like a unique item. Like it is super expensive. And she was like, I would never put it on. And I was like, why? And then I showed my mom and I was like, no, that's so ugly. And then eventually it stayed in the box for so long that Andre got upset about it. I was like, let's install it.
It reminds me of the Liberty Bell. It does. I don't know what about it, but it's super cool. Do you remember when the windows were installed?
Like literally this
2
year.
years?
2 years?
Wow.
No, 2 years ago. Yeah.
2 years now.
That'll be
It was 2023.
a huge
Right.
asset. This is also very like
Well, we heard the returns on window replacements not huge, but
But-
it might. You should. It was bad before.
It looked
You
so
couldn't
bad,
open the windows.
and it looked just yucky, and we just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
right.
That's the closet, and we store things pretty. It's pretty packed in there.
No, it looks very efficient.
There is apparently better than our neighbors, but there is, since the HVAC closet's on the other side of that, this wood at some point had water damage, so there's slight.
Like a while ago.
Yeah, I don't think that
Yeah, no, we don't.
the moisture's not spreading.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but the wood got wet and it's definitely damaged.
We installed this.
It's just not a place where we're
It's
walking.
just storage.
Yeah, these will stay. This is what we use as storage. This is tiny library.
Oh, it's
So
beautiful.
I likes to sit here and rip them all out. More stuff.
And then the laundry in unit is going to be huge. Remember, we were looking at those condos. We couldn't
Yeah.
find any that had the in unit. Like it's going to be a huge asset for anybody who's on the market for something like this. That's going to be you're going to be over the competition.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it'll sell.
This little room is okay.
Because there's not a lot of places in West Kent that go. I think the people above us also sold this year. They moved to Newport News and have a house now.
Mm-hmm.
And it stayed on market for about, I don't know, 30 to 40 days. So not bad.
That's about average.
Yeah.
Do you know if they were living there while showing it?
No, they closed,
Uh-huh.
staged, and
Okay. Because that's definitely going to be a choice, right? At some point, are you going to move into the new house and then list this house, or are you going to feel like, let's say after the PICRA, at what point are you going to feel comfortable with listing the house? Are you still going to be here, and then you
it
have
kind of
to?
depends. We really need to get quotes for. Well, you'll see the bathroom. Yeah.
So there's certain things
kitchen
we're
and
gonna fix,
bathroom are
like
the things
kitchen
we
and
really
bathroom
want
are
to
the
get
things
addressed.
we're gonna focus first
Mm.
before.
We want to get quotes and see, and
Mhm.
then depending on the price points of those, because we've budgeted some amount of
Yeah.
money for
some
what we
repairs.
think will help sell
Mhm.
this place.
Right.
Like things that we were already next on our list, basically.
Yeah. Makes
Um,
sense.
If it's, if it's reasonable, we'll try to get some of the work done. I think we have some bridge to be able to hold us for
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
2 months, probably 2 months. So I think
Yeah.
that's a reasonable time to have some light work done.
Mm-hmm.
And then perhaps, I don't know the timeline for listing. I think it would be better to list as soon as possible, because you never really know who might just want it.
There's
I mean, some, like, obviously cleaning and staging and things like that, but
right. If you can facilitate the requests, I'm there's a argument to be built around that, and I really could
somebody might really
Ab-
just want it.
absolutely. The only thing is, like we experienced, is sometimes it's hard to see places. So if you can That would be my only
Yeah.
like that might be a very strong position because you're still catching before the heat of the summer. So if you can get before July, would be strategically very positive. Thinking about the calendar, like
Yeah.
things like regardless, you know.
So the bathroom is micro cement. We need to. Someone's gonna
Yeah.
have to come.
Maybe.
It's gonna have to
You
come
might as well use this when you're
and
done.
redo certain things. Our neighbors had a leak, so we gotta like mix.
Right. I understand.
We fixed that, but someone needs to come and redo the micro cement. Yeah.
Beautiful. I choices like it's really
Thank you.
French countryside, like Holland, like
Yeah, I
farm.
I wanted something like to make a huge contrast. Like I said, I really love wood,
Mhm.
and I thought cement would look good. So cement it.
Yeah. It's got
Alright. So yeah, we use a lot of storage here. Like this is our laundry closet. This is our like DIY closet.
yeah.
Okay. Some of the DIY stuff is out currently. This is the fire escape, which we're
Little-
currently in the process of refinishing, and then we're gonna have a welder come out as well. This is building wise, not
Mhm.
just us. We're gonna have a welder come out and address any areas of concern, but we're getting it refinished first, and we're gonna leave the areas that we think might need a little attention, like rewelding basically, unfinished. Have the welder come out and then.
Nice.
And then, I don't know if you're interested in the basement crawl space, but gonna.
No,
assume
I think we're okay. They can get the inspection and document that, right?
Sounds good.
And so and this room has a little
Two
like
doors. Yes. It's
yeah. Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for letting me come in and check it out and possibly having the opportunity to represent you guys on that other side